Now, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, a revelation by Citizen TV reviewing CCTV footages at Bagavi Hospital on the night that Albert Omondi Ojwang was taken there for treatment has opened up a can of worms that directly implicates the whole of the National Police Service, including the IG of Police, the Inspector General of Police himself, Douglas Kanja, in the matter as the murder of one Albert Ojwang. Why am I saying this? According to the said intel that we are receiving, currently, the security forces have convened a meeting this evening after the revelation of the CCTV footages at Baghdadi Hospital to deal with a certain crisis that is expected to come next week. Because I dare tell you, it isn't going to be business as usual. Because when you look and analyze the situation, Kenyans had started calming down after the two arrests that were made, one for PC, Police Constable James Mukwana, and the other one for the OCS of Central Nairobi Central Police Station, Bona Samson Talam. You know, but one thing that Kenyans always knew in this matter is that Samson Talam was just a means to an end. PC Mukwana was a means to an end, trying to cover up the actual murderers of the case of one Albert Ojwang. The DIG, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, has been trying so much behind the curtains to clear his name, to cover his involvement in this matter. But I dare tell you that this revelation by Citizen TV is going to stir up an uprising that the nation is not ready for. Remember, on Thursday we saw anger and rage being born again in the heart of the people of the Republic of Kenya. Because of what? Because of how everything was going on. I mean, they were all asking for justice for Albert Ojwang. But you know what? The eye power, it dived us into a circus of events that went ahead to calm down the hearts of the people. Where even the Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, through the NIS, the National Intelligence Service, conducted a meeting, organized a meeting between Sakaja and the father to Albert Ojwang, the mother, and the wife, so that they can sell out a campaign that the government do care. Sakaja is going to offer a job to the wife of Albert Ojwang. Apart from that, he is going to take care of Albert Ojwang's kid education from primary school to the university level. I mean, the whole thing was a PR circus that has been exposed through the messages that were linked today, which was messages of a WhatsApp group called the Nairobi County Government Inner Circle. When you look at the whole scenario and you get back to IPOA, the Independent Policing Authority that is supposed to deliver justice to the family of Albert Ojwang, you realize that these people, they are all playing the game of DIG Langat. Why are we saying this? The reason why we are saying they are playing the game of DIG Langat is because we expected that even if it's not arresting the DIG, they would have summoned him. They would have questioned the credibility of the story published by the Star newspaper that one Eliud Langat was present in Karura Forest the night that Albert Ojwang was tortured into a coma, that he, DIG Eliud Langat, together with his driver, were in their car watching. I mean, yesterday in an interview that we did with one Professor Fred Ogola, you heard him tell us that it might not even be that the DIG watched. What might be clear is that he participated. The injuries that Albert Ojwang got, I mean, they were not injuries of somebody that was trying to discipline him. They were injuries of somebody that had intent and personal motive, and this motive was revenge. And that is why they hit him so hard, broke his bones, went ahead to break his skull, because the injury on his head which broke his skull, my dear friends, I dare tell you also, nobody, if there is the hardest part of the body that is so hard to break, it's the skull. That is why God put it there to guard your brain. Are we together? Now, apart from that, let's get back to the CCTV footage. The CCTV footage revealed by Citizen TV has set out a new stage for the whole scenario. Remember, they went ahead to clear the CCTV footages at Central Police Station. But you know what? If IPOA are what they are supposed to be, if they are doing what they are supposed to be doing, we have, I mean, technology experts all over the country that have specialized in retrieving lost data. And if they put the skills of those people into work, then it will be easy for them to retrieve the CCTV footages of the night that Albert Ojwang died at Nairobi Central Police Station. Because according to the intel we have, the OCS supervised the erasing of the data of the said dates. They formatted all the hard disks. So when you go back to Bagadi Hospital, these people arrived, they lagged around. In a case of an emergency where somebody has a chance of surviving and you reach at the hospital, the first thing that you do, you arrive there with a siren. These people did not arrive even with a siren. They arrived there, got out of the car, went inside, stayed for 10 minutes, then came out with a stretcher to carry Albert Ojwang, and then started discussing outside there for another 10 minutes whether to remove Albert Ojwang from the vehicle and put him on the stretcher. After finishing discussing for 10 minutes, that is when they took the guy in. After taking him in, they took him into a room, the emergency room, for 10 minutes there inside. Then they got out again with the body, drove away with the body to City Mortuary, where Albert Ojwang's body was kept and preserved. The following morning is when his dad arrives at Nairobi Central Police Station and comes with the title deed of his farm, trying to prepare so that the next day, which was on Monday, expecting his son would be arraigned in court so that he could bail him out even with this title deed. But to his surprise, he was told that his boy was dead, that his boy committed suicide in a police cell. I mean, even these meetings that they are convening at night to try and calm the situation, to try and tame the anger of the people of the Republic of Kenya, my dear friends, I dare tell you that the only thing that they can do that will amount to calming down the anger the people have is only one thing. Either they arrest IG Langat or suspend him according to the constitution pending investigation, and then he is kept on a terminal leave as investigations goes on, where he receives a half a salary every month. Or if the people, the police officers, I mean the DCI officers that took one Albert Ojwang from his mother, are brought in, pressured according to the law, cornered, will they decide to take the fall for DIG? If they are pressured, they will speak the truth. They will confess. And they will give evidence implicating one DIG Langat in this matter. And Langat will go down for the crime that he committed. But it's high time that President William Ruto realizes that the more he continues to cover up for his people, the more his reputation goes to the dogs. He tries to clean it up every day, but the people surrounding him are all minions and idiots who don't care less about what happens to the presidency. It's him who cares about his rule. They don't care. Na wao watamwacha aliwe na wanyama. I mean, Kenyans are ready to vote him out like yesterday. What is your take? A comment on the comment section.